All right, guys, let me know if you can hear me, Phil. With all of the BS, the fake boxing events out there, the gimmick events, including the one with Paige Van Zandt tonight, this is actually a boxing event that will be remembered in boxing history. These are matches that actually matter. Taylor versus Catterall has got so much bad blood in it. I mean, it could be the remake of a Taylor Swift song. These two hate each other. There has been death threats after the controversial split decision from the first event. But first, we have the co-main event for the Cruiserweight British Commonwealth Champion. Everything here coming from the UK today. And you can watch along only on ESPN+. Siobhan Clark, Ellis Zorro getting it on here early. 12 rounds in the Cruiserweight division. Zorro in the white trunks. Clark in the black. Hope everybody's having a great Memorial Day weekend. And let's head over to the chat. Let me know what we got going on. I got your text, PBR. Hopefully we have some sound now. We just went live, so and pick is fine. Okay. Thank you, Robert. Hopefully we have it. Let's go to the chat here. Picture's okay now. Still, you have no sound? I got sound here. What's up, Leeds United? Live in the UK, Mike. Big up for putting these fights on, pal. Thank you, sir. Shout out to the UK. Our European allies. And, this match, like I said, for the Cruiserweight British Commonwealth Champion. Oh, good jab upstairs and a right hook to the body from Clark. Clark getting busy early, digging to that body. There's a good jab to the body. With about 1:15 left in this first round. As I mentioned, Catterall. Still no sound. I got sound. British Commonwealth Champion. Does anybody else not have sound? I think it might be on your fault, man. It is in Leeds, in my city. Oh, that's awesome, man. What's up, Thomas Jefferson Edwards? Does anyone else not have sound, or is it just PBR here? All right. Clark with a good straight left there. Now the jab to the body, right hand upstairs. Clark getting busy early here in this first round. Who do you think will win the main event? Leeds United between Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall. Oh, good right hook up top there from Clark. And Clark's got that power. There's a clinch from Zorro. What's up, Thomas? Okay, now, not sure why. I didn't have sound for maybe like the first 30 seconds. I realized PBR, so that was maybe why. Fellow Seattleite here. Go M's. Yes, go M's. Robot Wookie. I'm looking to get those Seattle fans, dude, because I have another channel. Sorry about that, guys. I am... having some blurry camera issues here. Maybe because of... maybe something with YouTube or because of my computer. So I apologize for that. But I have an all Seattle sports channel. It's called Seattle Mike's Sports Experience. So I'm definitely looking to get some more attention here in the Seattle area. I am your host, Seattle Mike. You're tuning in to Fights with Friends, the live fight reaction headquarters. Best MMA community on YouTube, in my opinion, and also your home, like I said, for Seattle sports, Seattle Mariners, Seattle Seahawks. And sorry about the blurriness on the camera there, guys. That should fix it there. Follow Seattle Mike here. Go Ims. Oh, yeah. Josh is on form. He's one of the best boxers in the world, but Jack's made him second guess himself. Really, I got to go check it out. I'm going to put a link on here, man. All I know is that you got to be harder than a 3-day-old KFC biscuit to get in the ring and throw down. Right? Yeah, no doubt about that, man. No doubt about that for sure. Everybody who steps into that ring or cage, we got to have a lot of respect for. I certainly do. And like I said, I apologize for the camera here. For some reason, it does not want to focus on my face right now. I mean, I know I'm ugly, but maybe I just need to be a little further back here. I don't know, 138 left here in the second round. Clark and Zorro. Oh, good jab upstairs. Misses the overhand right, does Clark, but he is definitely the more aggressive fighter at the moment. When are we getting the Supersonics back, for heaven's sakes, right, man? Dude, hopefully this next year, brother. I'm really hoping this next year. Let me get you the link to my other channel, though. And I've been doing a lot of Mariners games. I've been going to do a lot of Seahawks games coming up. Good jab to the body there from Clark. All right, man. There is the link. Yeah, I didn't watch any NBA games from 2008 until like last year. I did some because we had some requests on our channel, on our YouTube channel. We got a lot of basketball fans here in the Fights with Friends community, actually. All right, round 3. From what I see, it looks like Siobhan Clark coming out to an early lead. Let's go into the corner of Ellis Zorro with his trainer, Matt Bowers. All right, and I was trying to see if maybe the camera was thrown off from my hat here, but no, it is just sorry, I know that's annoying, but I'm hoping that's gonna kind of reset my camera a little bit there, and it did. So all right, Clark, a minus 1,400 right now on the live money line for you degenerate gamblers out there. Plus 700 on Zorro. Good straight right over the top from Clark. Thank you, Robot Wookie. Appreciate it. Blur is back. I think I took care of it now. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I hope you join me over there. I've been putting up some highlights from Mariners games recently. Robot Wookie, but I will definitely have more, like I said, more live streams of games over there coming up too. Good jab up top here for Zorro. I thought Zorro lost the first 2 rounds pretty badly. Live odds seem to agree with me. Clark going for the gusto here, going for the kill. Good left hook upstairs lands for him. Nice right hook to the body from Clark. He is definitely throwing with ill intentions today. As we mentioned earlier, the British Commonwealth Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Good right hand and left hook to the body combination there for Clark. I like the combination he's throwing right now. I like him how he's touching to the body and then coming back upstairs. Good jab there from Zora. For Zorro, I think he needs to establish that jab more. He needs to circle a little more, not be quite so flat-footed. Good jab lands there for Zorro. But I think he needs to circle and let Clark follow him. And stand on the outside, become the counterpuncher. I do think Clark's going to leave him a lot of opportunities, if he has the right game plan. Good jab there for Zorro, lands upstairs. And Zorro's throwing that uppercut, but he's throwing it weird. It's such a short uppercut from the outside that, it's got no chance of landing. And look at the head movement here from Zorro. He's creating a lot of angles here to land counter shots. He's just not getting that. There's a good 1-2 from Zorro, and there's a jab to the body. Good job upstairs from Clark. But, I don't think Zorro is outmatched as much as the odds would say he is at all. British title is one of the most prestigious titles in boxing. Yes, sir. So, yes, thank you for the English, from the Englishman in the crowd today, Leeds United. Good to have you, my friend. 9 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button. Guys, we're here like basically every single Saturday. And then interviews with some of the top stars in combat sports. On our channel, we've had the likes of Randy Couture, Art Davie, the founder of the UFC. We've had Hasim Rahman Jr. from the boxing world. We have 2 interviews dropping this weekend. I'm going to have one dropping probably within about 30 minutes of this live stream. It'll be a premiere, and then tomorrow we will have another premiere. So I have 2 incredible interviews in the queue, just waiting to be uploaded. I think you guys are going to enjoy both of them. One of them is from a guy that considers himself a modern-day samurai. He has a 4th-degree black belt in Japanese jiu-jitsu. And I think you guys are going to learn a lot from that interview, because I actually learned quite a bit. And I grew up learning some Japanese jiu-jitsu along with my judo. And I definitely learned a lot about the history of it. Good jab to the body there from Zorro, and a double jab to the body from Clark. See, Clark, I just love the way Clark reaches down, touches to the body, gets Zorro to bring his hands down a little bit more, comes over the top with that right hand. I think he's been more successful with the straight right, though, and he needs to continue to throw those straight punches, not so many looping ones. That was a good left hand upstairs there from Clark. And as far as Zorro, he keeps throwing that uppercut, and he's not within distance at all. Good counter right hook lands there for Clark. And there's a good combination for Clark. I really like the way he's putting his power punches together today. And there's a good right uppercut from Clark. Left hand upstairs from Zorro. Blur is back. Am I blurry now, guys? Yeah, I really do think, though, Robot Wookie, that we are getting the Sonics back. I think we'll get them next year. I'm very confident, knock on wood. But I am very confident that we will be one of those 2 expansion teams. Looks like it's going to be us and Vegas. I mean, we're doing everything as a city that we can, really, to woo the NBA back. Good combination in the corner there from Clark. Good jab there from Zoro, but Clark has a good chance to cut off the ring here. Lands a straight right and a left hook, and Zoro's able to tie up and kind of wrestle his way back to the center of the ring. And thank you, Robot Wookie. Thank you, PBR Street Gang, for keeping me updated early. Those are things that I need to know if we're blurry, if it sounds good. Things like that. Because, yeah, we definitely were blurry earlier, and I could not figure out why. Good jab upstairs in the right hand of the body from Zoro, but Clark's just being more busy. Even in the clinch, even when Zoro initiated the clinch there, it's Clark landing the more shots. And there's a good jab, lands flush for Zoro. Left hook upstairs for Clark. And Zoro's planting himself on the ropes and making himself a bit of a target. A couple of good jabs land there for Zoro. Right hook to the body from Clark and the left hook upstairs. Clark just throwing with, he's throwing more combinations today. He seems to be more accurate, and he's throwing the harder punches right now. And I'm going to bring up DraftKings in the background just so we can keep track of what the live odds are. I cannot bet live here in Washington State. We can bet on fights here and sports, but you have to be in a native casino to do it. So sometimes I watch the sports straight from the casino so I can be gambling. Siobhan Clark, a minus 1,100 favorite right now, plus 650 for Zoro. And there's a good jab from Zoro to start the round. A little interesting that those odds really haven't changed much, though. And I thought Clark's been fighting a pretty good fight. Good jab upstairs for Zoro, and there's a good right hook to the body from Clark. Clark getting Zoro over in the corner here again. I'd really like to see Clark throw that overhand right more. See, he throws the jab to the body. There's that left hook upstairs. Oh, and that's a nice right hand to the body. That right hand to the body could really set up his left hook upstairs too. And Clark has a devastating left hook. Couple of good jabs there from Zoro and a right hook right on the chin. Zoro's not out of this fight. He's just got to bring it. He's got to be more active. He needs to, he needs to throw combinations. Oh, good right hand upstairs. Just misses the left hook there. Does Clark. I really like the head movement and the way Clark throws his punches. He could be a little more accurate, though. Straight right to the body lands, and then the left hand upstairs. There's a good right hook upstairs from Zoro. Money is too good. We'll eventually be able to bet everywhere. Yeah, I think so, Robot Wookie. Well, I don't know. Oh, wow. Beautiful combination to the body and the right hook upstairs there from Clark. Just every once in a while, he shows a little flash of that speed and power, dare I say, kind of, somewhat Tyson-esque. I think definitely, kind of trains and probably models himself a little bit after Mike, like a lot of cruiserweight and heavyweight boxers rightfully do. Good straight left there from Clark. Of course, that wasn't originally a Mike thing. That was a Jack Dempsey thing. And then Floyd Patterson kind of followed that, that same game plan. Just Mike Tyson is the one that's most popular for it modern day. Good right hand and a left hook to the body there from Clark. Good jab and right hand upstairs from Zoro. And Zoro, the way Zoro keeps clinching in here, what he needs to do is not clinch. I think he needs to bump up against him where he can throw that right uppercut. He has a good right uppercut. He's just got to stop throwing it from 4 feet away. Good left hook upstairs there for Zorro. And there's a jab from Clark. And there's that right uppercut. See? He can land it on the inside. He's just got to not be in that no man's land. Don't be 4 feet out. Good straight right there from Clark. Don't be 4 feet out. And don't be so close to Clark's glove that you smother that uppercut either. I feel like that's the best weapon for Zorro right now that he is not utilizing correctly. And we'll see what his corner has to say about that. Can't forget Frazier. Yes. Yeah, similar. Joe Frazier, similar style. I mentioned Jack Dempsey, though, because Tyson talked about watching so many tapes of Dempsey from back in the day. And then Floyd Patterson, of course, was taught that peekaboo style by Customato. Floyd Patterson was actually the youngest heavyweight champion of all time under Customato before Mike Tyson was. Not everybody knows that. And here we go, round 6, the halfway point of this championship bout. Zorro coming out with the double jab, right hook to the body there from Clark. And you see live odds, ESPN bet. Clark now down to a minus 800. Zorro the plus 500. And I can tell you what DraftKings has pretty similar. Minus 900 for Siobhan Clark. Plus 550 for Ellis Zorro. Good jab there from Zorro. He just lands the jab and holds, though. What's up, Billy? Leeds United versus Southampton tomorrow at Wembley. Who will qualify for the Premiership? We will know soon. Yes, big soccer games going on. Good right hand of the body there from Zorro and a left from Clark. I think Zorro was a little off balance there, though. I don't think he was hurt. A lot of tie-ups in this match. I don't think we're going to see this many tie-ups out of Catterall and Taylor in the main event. Good right hook upstairs from Zorro, but look at that beautiful combination to the body from Clark. Zorro lands another good right hand to the body and the double right upstairs. Zorro he's throwing one punch at a time. And Clark is throwing more combinations, and that's one of the biggest differences in this fight right now. Great left hook upstairs from Clark. And there's Zorro getting the jab in to the body and the head, but he gets caught with a couple power punches in the meantime. Halfway through the 6th round here. Good jab to the body there from Clark, and Zorro once again holds on. Indeed, I love watching Patterson. His leaping left hook was a thing of beauty. Absolutely, man. Good straight left and a right hook there from Zorro. Shout out to the Celtics. What's up, Drunken Charge? What's going on, my friend? Robert Kerrigan in the house. Did they win? I have not been paying as much attention to the NBA as Robot Wookie was talking. We need to get our Sonics back. And maybe a warning from the ref here. Let's see. Maybe Clark, I think, warned for a little low blow there. Good jab from Zorro. Lands upstairs. Leads. Yeah, good luck with that, man. I'm not going to pretend to know a lot about soccer because I do not know a lot about soccer. So zero bullshit here. But I do like watching a soccer game now and then, but I am not an expert on it by any means. Oh, there's that uppercut and the right hook to the body from Clark. Zorro got a jab in there. Oh, there's a good right hook from Zorro. We need to see more of that. But, maybe 1 or 2 rounds scattered out there for Zorro. I think Clark's probably won a minimum of 4. Maybe 5 or 6. We can switch over to some Sonics here too. Although I should have the Mariners cap on for the rally. What do we got going on over there with the Mariners? We'll change the round and then we'll get an update on the Seattle Mariners game as well. Jack Catterall warming up in the back. 11 and a half years experience, 28-1 with 13 knockouts. Dude is an absolute stud. And, of course, he was a huge underdog, lost the undisputed super lightweight belts, all of them, to an underdog. And he plans to prove tonight that he took Jack Catterall light, that it was nothing but a fluke. At least that's what he says. And tie up here at the beginning of round 7. A little too much holding for my likes in this fight, but other than that, a couple of good jabs there from Zorro as he really needs to get on the bicycle. Good right hook upstairs, left hand for Clark. There's a one for Zorro, but Zorro's big problem right now, like I said, is he's only throwing one punch at a time. It's going to be very hard to beat a guy like Clark one punch at a time. Oh, a good exchange there. Right hook to the body, left hand upstairs from Clark. And Clark's got Zorro up against the ropes. Oh, beautiful right hook to the body, left hook upstairs, and then another right hook to the body. Clark throwing punches and bunches here in the 7th. And Zorro still content to just... Oh, there's a good jab and a right hook from Zorro that gets around the guard of Clark. And there's another great right hook. Zorro coming alive a little here in the 7th. He's just... Like I said, he needs to be throwing more than one punch at a time. And there's a great right hook from Clark that lands to the temple of Zorro. Oh, good right hook again there from Clark. That double jab a moment ago was good for Zorro, though, and another good jab there. There's another one. Much better round here for Clark. I mean, I don't know that for Zorro, excuse me. I don't know that he's winning it, but... Right hook to the body, and then the straight left from Chevon Clark. And there's a good right hook from Clark. Zorro answers with a right hook. Just the problem with Zorro today is he just always does a little bit less. If Clark lands a 3-punch combination, he answers with 2. If Clark throws a 2-punch combination, he just landed the jab to the body, the jab upstairs, and then another jab. And then here comes Clark back. He lands a right hook upstairs, but there's a straight right and the left hook to the body from Clark. And here comes Zorro. Right hook upstairs, left hook to the body. And Clark coming back with a combination of his own. Some of the best action in the fight here in the 7th round. 20 seconds left. And odds moving significantly in favor of Zorro here. Now, minus 450 for Chevon Clark and plus 330 for Ellis Zorro. There's a good right hand upstairs for Zorro, but a big combination of the body from Clark. And I think Clark, he's just still out pushing Zorro. He's out landing him 2-3 shots to 1 in these combinations. And minus 450 on Chevon Clark. This might be, this is a time I might jump in, especially you give me minus 300. He's winning this fight. I'll put down $300 to win 100 all day on Chevon Clark right now. I don't know that I'm going to put down 450, but I would put down 300. That's just, that's almost gimme money right now. I really don't think Chevon Clark's going to lose this fight at this point. All right, hit it into the 8th. I think Chevon Clark's won at least 5 of these rounds, possibly all 7. You do a poll for the main event? Yes, I am. Thank you, Billy. Yeah, I'm going to get it up here in a moment during the fight here. Oh man, and Clark staying busy to the body. Right hook to the body, left uppercut upstairs. Yeah, this main event should be absolutely sizzling. All right, remember Catterall won the first fight. It was controversial. Taylor had came into that bout undefeated and the undisputed super lightweight champion of the world, holding down the 140 pounds like a few men have before. But Jack Catterall, with a knockdown, a cut, and a point taken away from Josh Taylor, came away with a very controversial split decision victory. Good right hook upstairs from Clark a moment ago. Not a bad little co-main event here. Good jab to the body, left hand upstairs from Clark. Left hook to the body from Zorro. And I would continue to watch these. And there we go. Minus 350 for Shavon Clark on the odds. I would lay down 350 to win 100 on Shavon Clark right now. He is winning this fight. I think he will continue to win this fight. Oh, good combination, though, there from Zorro. Double right hook to the body from Clark. And Shavon Clark, that's what I told you guys. The minus 300, that's where I said that's the point that I would definitely get in right now. If you put $300 on Shavon Clark to win 100, it's minus 300 odds. I would suggest that. Good double jab upstairs and a combination in the body from Zorro. Right hand and a left uppercut from Clark. And there is a jab from Clark. Good straight right upstairs from Zorro. The jab and the right hook to the body and right uppercut, and they are banging it out in the center of the ring. Both guys having good moments here. Good right uppercut to the body there from Zorro, who's really came on in the last couple of rounds. I still think he's probably already lost at least 5 rounds. Good left hook and a devastating right hook upstairs for Clark. And look at that combination to the body for Clark. Good double jab for Zorro. I don't know where the odds makers are coming up with this. Oh, what a devastating right hook upstairs for Clark. That hurt Zorro here towards the end of the round. And there's another big right, and he is down. He is down, and he may not get up. Shavon Clark with a devastating overhand right, and it is all over. Shavon Clark getting it done, and if you listen to me, you just won $100. I told you, right on minus 300. I said, put it on Shavon Clark. If it hits minus 300, it hit minus 300 for what, 30, 45 seconds, and the fight was over. You know, I would rather be lucky than good when it comes down to that one. So I hope somebody won some money on that. Mike Taylor won the first, not Jack. Taylor lost to Teofimo. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Leeds United. You are correct. Taylor lost to Teofimo Lopez. Yes, I think Taylor is going to take this. I watched the first 3 times again yesterday. Catterall threw Taylor's timing completely off. I think they'll make the adjustments. Catterall is athletic, though. I think it's going to be a good fight, Robot Wookie. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And we got all this influencer boxing right now, the TikTokers versus the YouTubes and blah, 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 whatever. Maybe I'm just jealous that none of them want to fight me. But like Paige Van Zandt fighting some supermodel tonight. This is an actual boxing match that will be talked about 20, 30 years from now, possibly when we're writing boxing history from the 2020s. This is a very important match in the history of boxing. One of the most important matches of the 2020s as far as the super lightweight division, in my opinion. Someone should be fired at PF Elevator for not having an event on a Saturday with no UFC. Right, Chaos? I'm watching it on ESPN Plus, actually. I didn't think this one was on DAZN. I thought it was a different boxing match. It was on DAZN. But at any rate, it's on ESPN Plus as well. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Chaos. It's like, how disrespectful is that for the fans, too? It's like, you ask us to support the PFL, to support Bellator and things, and then when the UFC has an off week, you can't even be bothered to throw on an event. It's like absolutely ridiculous. All right, 2:59 of round 8, the official time. Shavon Clark moving to 8-0 with 7 knockouts. And if you listen to me, you just made some money. What do I tell you? I was telling you when the odds were all the way at minus 1,200. I said if Shavon Clark gets to minus 300, put $300 on him to win 100. It went down to minus 300 for maybe 30 or 45 seconds. If you got in that window, I hope you made some money. If you made some money, I hope you spread it around. You can donate to this channel on through Super Chat, through Cash App, Seattle Mike at Fights W Friends on Twitter. You can follow me over there. If you can't donate, also on PayPal, benedictinc@gmail.com. If you can't do any of those, please hit the like button if you like what we do here. And if you're not subscribed, every new subscription counts. We are right on the edge of 8,000 subscribers. I would love to get there before the end of the month. I think that's achievable. It's on DAZN. That's where I'm watching it. All right, so it's on 2 places. Sweet. So DAZN and ESPN Plus. Yes, hit the like button, share the stream, vote in the poll, and leave a comment. Thank you, Billy. Yes, if you can't donate, if you could share this in 3 places, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you guys are at, would really help the channel. I am an independent streamer here in Seattle, Washington, trying to make it full-time on YouTube. I'm not ran by corporate shills. I don't work for NBC, CBS or YouTube or any large company. It's just me. I put 800 on Clark by KO yesterday up at Tulalip. Nice, Robot Wookie. Congrats, man. What odds did you get for a KO? Oh, I'm on the UK feed, though. Gotcha, man. The UK feed's probably better than the US feed on this one, to be honest. The U.S. guys seem to know the least about boxing anymore because it's we don't have as many champions as we used to have. But that's okay. I don't care where they come from. It's like when Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk fought this last weekend. I care less what countries they were from. It's an awesome freaking fight. So it's for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world. For those of you that weren't here last week, it was the first time an undisputed heavyweight champion was crowned in the 20th century. The last one was Lennox Lewis in 1999. So let's get the main event fighters up here. And thank you for joining us on this Memorial Day weekend. As I mentioned before, after the last decision, the split decision, there was death threats. That's how controversial it was. And we got this rematch. It is in the UK. So it's going to happen roughly minus 350. Not bad, brother. So what's going to happen with Ryan Garcia now? Most likely that fight is going to be turned to either probably a no contest. I don't think they'll give him a loss because he didn't lose the bout. How can you really argue with it if they did, though? Because I mean, it's his own damn fault that he tested positive. He's going to get a suspension, no doubt. He'll probably get at least a 6-month suspension. It is his first violation, but yeah, I think it does more to ruin his reputation than anything. I think that's the biggest punishment that comes out of this, because if he really wants to fight in the next 6 to 8 months, which I don't know that he would have fought in the next 6 months anyways, you get a 6-month suspension in May. You're planning a fight for November. You're planning a fight for 6 months and a week after, in the future. So it's not maybe even much longer or any longer in between fights than he's had recently. But as far as his reputation and people that thought, hey, he's innocent, different things like that, I still don't know exactly what the whole deal is. I know they said the Austrian was very low, possibly came from a tainted supplement. I don't know if he turned in his supplement list to VADA or how they handle that, if it's similar to like how USADA does it. Or, sorry to be tardy to the party. What's up, New Britain Paula? You're just in time for the main event, my friend. Everyone, Fury went forward. He dominated. What a strange flight. Fury willingly going into the corner all night was unforeseen every time. Yeah, that was an interesting game plan for him. I was a bit surprised by that fight, man. And I thought he was going to win that fight earlier. Like, I thought he was probably going to win it fairly convincingly. Credit to Alexander Usyk for making great adjustments. And Fury just really not. Obviously, that fight could have been stopped, and I believe it was the 8th round when Fury was in a lot of trouble. See, the 8th or 9th, he was in a lot of trouble. Of course, you had the knockdown. He had been hit several times where the ropes had held him up, and a lot of people were mentioning that the referee could have stopped the fight there. Cheers, fam. I got the stream running, but I'm out here doing crazy work. All right, thanks for keeping us running, Phil. I was rooting for Ryan. I was too, man. I was too. I gotta admit, yeah, I was big Ryan. I was rooting for him to be clean, for one thing. I was rooting, nothing against Devin Haney. I like the style of Ryan Garcia. I like how he approaches the game, or at least how he did in the past. I don't know what's going on with that guy lately. I mean, he's putting out some weird things on Twitter. I don't know if he's actually like mentally losing it, or he thinks he's funny, or what's going on, but I really don't think he's doing himself any favors on social media right now, for sure. I had it 114, 113 Fury, but there were close rounds. Usyk did his people proud. Absolutely, man. I believe that's how I had it, too. I had it 114, 113. Well, I had at one point in that last 12th round, honestly, I'd have to watch it again, because at the time I actually scored it a 10-10 because I thought it was so close. But it was whoever won that round, I had them winning the bout. I had actually judged it a draw because I figured the judges would probably find a way to do that as well, but they did not. So you see Jack Catterall outlanded Josh Taylor 120-73 in total punches, scored a knockdown in the 8th round, and then lost a very controversial split decision February 26 of 2022. This is the rematch of that bout. That one was for all the belts at 140 at super lightweight. And Jack Catterall was a huge underdog coming into that fight. The odds are not huge today. Jack Catterall is actually a favorite, minus 160. Josh Taylor, the slight underdog at plus 130. Is anybody surprised by that? Even though Taylor technically won the first fight, people mentioned that Taylor probably, underestimated Catterall. This is something that Taylor said as well. And now the odds makers have Taylor at plus 130. Is this a great bet? If you bet for betting on Josh Taylor, 19-1, 13 knockouts, former undisputed and lineal junior welterweight champion, Of course, as Billy Hughes mentioned earlier, lost the first bout of his career to Teofimo Lopez, unanimous decision June 10th of last year for the WBO junior welterweight world title. No shame in losing to Teofimo Lopez. I think he's one of the absolute best pound-for-pound fighters on the planet. Venom Page versus Ian Gary, UFC 303. That's a fire fight, Polly. When I seen that, I am so excited. And you know the trash talk is going to... I'm not always a huge fan of the trash talk, but MVP, get in there and shut that boy's mouth. Odds are close enough to be reasonable, but I'd flip them personally. I would agree with that. I would definitely make Taylor the favorite. I think that would be perfect, actually. Minus 160 for Josh Taylor and plus 130 for Jack. I like that. I totally agree with that. I like that a lot. I just won you some money on the last fight if you were listening. I don't know if I'm going to win you some money here, but at plus 130, minus 160, I would wait till the fight gets started and look at the live odds and see how they're going there. If I was going to bet, I might put a little bit on Josh Taylor, but personally, I would wait until the fight starts and see what's happening with the live odds. You think Josh Taylor is going to get it done today, Wookie? I'm going to take a break for a few, have a couple beers. All right, cheers and beers, my friend. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break before this main event, but don't go anywhere. I'm just going to get a little bit of water, take a little restroom break. Some of you will get thrown to some ads. If you don't like ads, skip them, guys. But I do appreciate if you watch them because it's the only way I really get paid for anything for these streams if I don't have any donations. So some of you will get ads here in a moment, and I will be back in a few minutes. Washington. Phil D. Phil D, how dare you? No, just kidding, my man. Just kidding. But I was like, how do you not know about these guys? These are some of the best. This is one of the best boxing main events I think we've probably had in a while, my man. These horseflies are tearing me apart. Blood sucking with wings. Oh, that sounds horrible, man. Yeah, horseflies are the worst. Am I right? Absolute freaking worst. I'll make myself a little smaller there in the ring, a little bigger. All right, and the votes are coming in. 75% on Josh Taylor, 25% on Jack Catterall. If you're new, if you're wondering what this is up in the top right-hand corner, 19 and 11. That is how everyone's doing on polls for fights, MMA and boxing. Like for this one, I only put up the main events, usually what I do for boxing. UFC, I've done the fights on the main card. Obviously, I've only been doing that for 30 fights worth. You guys are 19 and 11. Zayas versus Teixeira, June 8th. What is that, next week, next Saturday? And then June 21st, Espinoza and Chirino. So glad to see more boxing coming on ESPN+. God knows we need more boxing. I don't watch boxing as much as MMA. Maybe we should start again, though. I think this is a good time to start, man. I was out of... Oh, Lopez and Clagat, June 29th. July 6th, Stevenson versus... higher at Yanan. Shakur Stevenson, one of the top pound for pound on the planet, as well as Teofimo Lopez. Then July 13th, we have Alim Kanunli versus Mikhailovich. A lot of good top rank boxing matches coming up. Just a lot of good boxing matches this summer. And as I mentioned, I think boxing is on a comeback. Despite all of the TikTok things. A lot of people said, oh, the TikTok and YouTube fighters and things, like, it's going to destroy boxing. And I could kind of see where a lot of people are coming from. But all of a sudden now, boxing seems to be making a rebound. Some of the best fighters are finally fighting each other. For everything you think about Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, of course, it's terrible when somebody fails a drug test, but everything else was right about that fight. The best, two of the top fighters in that weight class, guys with a bunch of world championship belts coming in there, fighting each other for their belts. That's what needs to happen in boxing. And we've seen a lot more of it in the last year or so than we had seen in maybe the last 10 years before that. And we're starting to see a lot more of it. Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, as you mentioned, it's like boxing finally got the message. It's like everybody's been saying, hey, boxing, you really suck right now. You're very crooked. None of the best fighters ever fight each other, and you got a bunch of idiots running around saying they're 30-0 that can't beat a legitimate champion. And it's like we put the message in a bottle, and it's been sailing across the ocean for 30 years, and somebody in boxing just finally received the message. What am I going to be thankful for? I'm thankful that they received the message. It sucks that it took so long, but I am ready to embrace great fights again. It's been the best year for fights in over a decade. Absolutely. Robert Wookie. And the year before that was one of the best fights for a decade before that. My oldest daughter's 22. She knows more than I do about who's who in boxing right now. It's kind of funny. Oh, that's awesome. Does she watch, Phil? She's always been the fighter out of all my kids. Sweet Caroline. Yippee-ki-yay. Is that what they're playing? Yes, they are. I can't play it on here, though, or I will get demonetized. YouTube will come to my house and break my legs. No, financially. All right, the crowd on their feet here celebrating to Sweet Caroline. Wow, this is a raucous crowd. You know it's a raucous crowd? Even in boxing, when you see multiple men with their shirts off, jumping up and down. When the shirts start coming off, you know it's a good atmosphere. It's a good atmosphere. It's a really bad one. But in this case, I think it's good. If I take my shirt off, it's a bad atmosphere. But that's just because my wife will smack me for embarrassing her. All right, a long history with the 140-pound weight division. Super lightweight Josh Taylor, former undisputed junior welterweight champion of the world. So for the Jack Catterall, 28-1, 13 knockouts. His only loss, that super controversial decision that he lost against Josh Taylor just about 2 years ago. She doesn't watch the streams. She did. You definitely know. She's a little bit mouthy. Gets that from her mom, not me. Sure, Phil. Sure she doesn't get it from you. No, you're always good and respectful, but you can tell her she's always welcome in here, brother. No shirts worn equals no shits given. Yeah, I agree, Robert. Or Robot Wookie. Leeds have one of the best crowds in the world, Mike. Born and bred here. Born and bred in Leeds. Nice, man. It looks like a cool place to visit. Whenever I go and visit the UK, maybe I'll stop by Leeds. I have a few friends that I've met actually from England since I've started doing this. One of them that runs the channel Mind for Combat. Very cool guy over there. I don't think he's been doing a lot for a while, but definitely a really cool guy. His name's Rowan. I've been friends with him now for probably like 5 years, but yeah, we met online just through fighting. And don't forget, guys, if you go to the Fights with Friends homepage, there is plenty of merchandise over there now. Coffee cups, shirts, hats. All with the Fight for Friend logos, Fights with Friends logo on it. Some of them, some sayings from the show, some of them from you guys. And I'm going to be making some more this week, so they keep coming. If you haven't voted yet, Taylor and Catterall, make that vote now. 10 votes so far, 80% of the votes coming in for Jack Taylor. Or excuse me, Josh Taylor. And here comes Josh Taylor. Yes, good to have you, sure. Cheers, Jeremiah. All right, Jack Catterall. Just the one loss in his career, 29-1, 13 knockouts. Most boxing pundits thought he won the first match against Taylor. Crowd ready. Yes, yes, they are. This is a raucous crowd in Leeds. That is an underestimation. Like I said, odds plus 130 for Josh Taylor, minus 160 for Jack Catterall. For the bettors out there, the gamblers, I would be watching these first couple of rounds closely, see who's able to implement their game plan. These guys obviously know each other, a lot better than your normal fight. They've already had 12 rounds together. All right, 29-1 with 13 knockouts. All right, and Josh Taylor, as we mentioned, this is in Leeds. If I remember, here comes Josh Taylor finally. He is going to get a lot of boos coming down because he is in enemy territory. 19-1, 13 knockouts. His only loss, a unanimous decision to the great Teofimo Lopez. A lot of people would say, of course, that he has 2 losses because probably the majority of people thought Jack Catterall won that first bout. If you're looking to vote on this, just a few more minutes to vote. Right now, 10 votes in so far, but 80% for Josh Taylor, 20% for Jack Catterall. If you like what I do here, please share this on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. And follow me over on Twitter as Seattle Mike at FightsWFriends. If you follow me and you want to follow back, let me know. I'll be happy to give you a follow back over there. And hopefully we can share our thoughts about combat sports through the week. I post more over there than I probably do anywhere recently, but this is the moneymaker, so I got to make sure that we're on YouTube as much as possible. And yes, the crowd is definitely ready. Just call me Jeremiah. I'll be on your streams now. Sweet Jeremiah. Happy to have you, my friend. And, and that's what this is about. What I like it about is making these connections with hardcore fight fans. That's the fun part of it for me. Yeah, like eventually you got to make some money on some sponsors and donations and whatever. Shut up, wife. No, not really. Definitely not really, especially if she's listening. But, this is the fun part for me, is just talking with other fight fans and enjoying fights together. So good to have, hopefully, another regular here, Jeremiah. We usually have, about 20 in the chat for a fight night, and then we're sitting somewhere in between 50 and 100 for the pay-per-views, which are a lot more popular. We had about 50 at the height for the Tyson Fury-Usyk fight last week. Apparently, either not as many people interested in this one, or it's Memorial Day weekend here, and people just have better things to do than hear me talk about boxing, I guess. Josh Taylor making his way to the ring. They are filling time as only boxing can right now. There seems to be nothing in boxing that is more of a wait than waiting for the fighters to enter the ring. And then, God forbid, they have to sing 4 national anthems. But it's like to meet new, knowledgeable fight fans. Hey, you're in the right place, man. I think this is the most knowledgeable fight community on YouTube. I've said that for years. We've been here for 7 years. I know there's not a lot of people here right now because I said Memorial Day weekend. A lot of the guys are bigger MMA fans than boxing, but I think we're really going to start to grow our boxing fans this year too, as we start to get a lot more marketable boxing fights. Later tonight, I don't know who's interested in it, but I know Paige Van Zandt is fighting some supermodel or something. They are billing it as the sexiest boxing match ever. And it may be. It may end up being that. I don't see it now, though. Is it happening right now? It's not going on at the same time, right? Oh, no. It's 7 o'clock tonight. Either 7 tonight or 4 tonight. It says 7, but I don't know if that's Eastern, Mountain, Pacific. 7 Eastern. Oh, so it's happening soon. Levon Bell fighting Tristan Ham on this one tonight, too. Of course, Levon Bell, former running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I believe. A couple other interesting matches on that card later. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I'll cover that one as well, if the interest is there. All right, guys. We are here from Leeds, England, via Seattle, Washington. 12 rounds in the super lightweight division. The main event is here. Let's fucking go! Out of the blue corner, 30 years old, weighing in at the limit of 140 pounds. He is the number 3 ranked IBF super welterweight, or junior welterweight in the world. Josh Taylor. Or excuse me, Jack Catterall. And a lot of boos here. A lot of boos for this man. Former undisputed and lineal junior welterweight champion. Currently the number of 5th ranked junior welterweight contender. This is his first non-wide title fight since 2018. 19 wins against just 1 defeat with 13 knockouts. Josh Taylor! Will this one go the distance? Will it be as controversial as the first we talked about, even death threats that Josh Taylor got in the first fight? They talked backstage to Tim Bradley, talking about how he got similar death threats after his controversial decision win against Manny Pacquiao. No matter what you think about that, it is not Josh Taylor's fault that those judges thought he won that fight. If you disagree with him, that's fine, but don't threaten fighters. Don't hate on their fans or whatever. It's not their fault. And it's not their job to say, oh, I didn't win this fight. I thought I lost it or whatever. No. Their job is to fight. Once it's over, it's done. All right, guys. This is a huge rematch. To say that there's bad blood between these two is quite the understatement. And here we go. It is finally here. Scotland versus Great Britain. And the southpaw getting to work early with the jab there. Cheers, let's go. Yes, let's go. And like I said, remember, Catterall dropped Josh Taylor in the 8th round of their last bout. Josh Taylor also had a bad cut. Good left hook to the body there from Taylor. Good straight right up top from Catterall. Taylor with a double jab there. Great combination there from Catterall. Oh, good. Good straight right from the outside there from Catterall. Big overhand left there from Catterall. The uppercut from Taylor, the left hook from Catterall. Catterall, oh, good straight right there from Taylor. Oh, and a straight right and a great left hook behind it there for Taylor. 15 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. Make sure you're subscribed. We're doing this basically every weekend, guys. Good left hook to the body there from Taylor and the right hook upstairs. Good 1-2 there from Catterall. Great left hook there from Catterall. Close first round. Both guys having their moments. Bit of a feeling out process here. Sorry to leave for a few to order food. I am back. Robot Wookie, you won't meet any better fight fans in this community. I agree, man. All right, let's go in the corner of Josh Taylor with trainer Joe McNally. So I would say first round goes to Catterall. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are, but I thought Catterall won the first round. Good first round. Yes, Phil D. Cheers, my man. Robot Wookie, thanks for hanging. Yeah, good to have you, man. And Robot Wookie's name is Jeremiah, actually. So, thank you, Jeremiah. Catterall continuing to push the jab in Taylor's face to start the second. Good 1-2. Let's check in on the live odds here. I like the way Catterall is starting this fight off. Catterall minus 295 early, though. Maybe a bit of a oversimplification on the odds here. Good straight right there from Catterall. The straight right lands for Taylor. Shoot, I don't know if you want to put plus 225 on Taylor or not. Minus 295 on Catterall. Poll ended. 80% of you guys had Taylor, so we'll see how that goes. Good right uppercut to the body for Taylor. Right hook and a straight left for Taylor, and these odds are going to be quite volatile, I do believe. If I had put plus 225 on Josh Taylor right now, that might be the first bet I take of this fight. Straight right here from Taylor, and especially he's having a much better second round here. You're going to get 2-1 on either one of these guys. That's my recommendation. First recommendation for a bet on this fight. Plus 225, Josh Taylor. And there's a combination of the body from Taylor. I'd put 200 on it. Good left hand upstairs from Taylor. Good right hand for Catterall. And a clash of heads here Unfortunately, more common in the southpaw versus southpaw stance. And just like that, Josh Taylor just a plus 150. So if you took that plus 225, I think you're going to be happy about that. Better known as a drunken charge on this channel, yes. And good defense there from Josh Taylor, ducking under the 1-2. And Taylor, he had Catterall in the corner there, unable to take advantage of it though. Good straight right lands there for Taylor. Oh, beautiful left hook upstairs for Catterall. The straight right and left hook behind it. 50 seconds left in the second. Right hand upstairs for Taylor. And a very competitive second round here. That jab gets through for Catterall. And there's another one for Jack Catterall. Good 1-2 for Taylor. Josh Taylor back to a plus 260. Good 1-2 there from Taylor in the corner. Left uppercut to the body for Catterall. And there's a great combination. If you can get Jack Taylor at plus 260, which you can right now, hit the bet button. I'd put $200 on it. Oh, good left hook to the body, left uppercut upstairs from Taylor. There's a great combination from Catterall. A left hook from Taylor at the belt. Plus 260. This is my recommendation. $200 on plus 260 right now, guys. It's going to make you a smooth $520. If Josh Taylor wins this fight, and I believe it is a round apiece. Yeah, there's that. Oh, that head clash was nasty, too. I feel like Catterall was riding the wave of emotion going into the first round. He could have an adrenaline dump later in this fight. Taylor seems to be the more calm fighter, in my opinion. Even though, you know, this crowd is very volatile to him. Oh, no, and another clash of heads here. This is unfortunate. All right, I got a 19-19 through 2, guys. And plus 260 on Josh Taylor. I'm telling you right now, I don't know if he's going to win the fight, but I think that's a freaking steal. Taylor trying to work from the outside, lands a jab. Oh, good left uppercut to the body from Taylor. Catterall waiting back, content to be the counterpuncher. Oh, nice counter left hook, lands for Catterall. The right hand gets through for Taylor. There's a straight right to the body for Catterall. And you see a swelling below the left eye of Jack Catterall. I believe that was from one of the 2 classes of heads. And both men continue to fight southpaw. Good double jab there from Taylor. Oh, nice left hook there as well. And there's a left hook upstairs from Taylor. Now the left hook to the body and upstairs. And he has Catterall in the corner. And they're exchanging, and there's a combination from Catterall. And we got a fight in the center of the ring. Right hook to the body and one upstairs from Josh Taylor as he fights with vengeance. Revenge is on his mind. I know he got the decision for the first fight, but most people thought that he didn't earn it. And that's been burning in him since that first fight happened. Jack Catterall, he wants the revenge. He feels like he was robbed of that first fight. Good left hook to the body from Jack Catterall. And there's the double jab from Taylor. And he barely missed that patented left uppercut. He has a great left uppercut. Lands the straight right there, does Taylor. Oh, good left hand there from Catterall. Good right hook to the body from Taylor. And see, you might not get that plus 260 again on Josh Taylor. He's a plus 175 at the moment. Good right uppercut and a right hook upstairs for Josh Taylor. A little warning for hitting behind the head there from the referee, though. And add about 10 seconds to the fight clock there. There's a little stoppage for another clash of heads here in the third. Good jab there for Catterall upstairs. But it has been Taylor, I believe, that has carried this round. And there's a great left hook there from Taylor. Straight right lands for Catterall. And there's double jab lands for Taylor. Left hook for Catterall. Taylor landing again. Good exchange in the corner. And another great competitive round. I thought that Taylor edged it, though. And Drunken Charge agrees with me. What's up, Battle from Allen in the house? Happy Memorial Day, my friend. I hope everybody got an extra day off this week. Everybody that has to work a job, one of those nasty corporate jobs. I'm sorry for that. 29-28, Josh Taylor through 3. I just thought he did more in the last 2 rounds. I thought Jack did just enough to lose that last round. And let's go into the corner of Josh Taylor. What is it? 2-1 Taylor. That's what I have it. What's up, Adam Hurley? Good to see you, my friend. And Robot Wookiee also says 29-28 Taylor. All right, we are in agreement. Our 3 unofficial judges here. Good jab and a left hook to the body from Taylor, but a 4-punch combination from Catterall as he comes firing back. And Josh Taylor now a plus 170 on the odds. Still not a bad bet, but I hope you took it at plus 260 when I recommended it. Good straight right to the body there from Taylor. Right hand upstairs for Catterall. I cannot believe just after that first round how long Catterall has been such a big favorite for when I have Taylor winning the last 2 rounds. Good straight right to the body there from Taylor. That's the kind of bets that you want to jump on, in my opinion. Good combination to the body there from Taylor over in the corner. And good counter right there for Catterall. And there's another. Catterall really coming back and having a much better round here. I had a great combination there in that first minute. Oh, good 1-2 there from Catterall out of the corner and a straight right to the body. And you see odds of either fighter getting the knockout. Pretty good plus money. So they're guessing this fight's going to go the distance. Good jab there from Catterall. 2 shots land back for Taylor. There's the left hook to the body and triple jab from Catterall, though. Taylor bounces back with the double jab. Oh, Catterall. Great jabs there. Flicks him with 2 more. Catterall having a much better round here. Good right hook to the body from Taylor. Still a minute left in this round. I feel like the momentum shifting a little bit towards Catterall in this round. And Taylor ducks under a big jump left hook from Catterall. Coming down to the last 40 seconds of the round. Good shot there from Jack. And Taylor continuing to try to corner Catterall, but he does a good job. Good job circling out of there. And there's a good jab from Jack. Oh, peppering Taylor with the jab from the outside. Taylor said he underestimated Jack Catterall in the first fight. Oh, what a 1-2 from Jack Catterall. Digs to the body, straight right and a left hook. Jack Catterall coming back with a tremendous round here in the 4th. And I have it 2-2. What a round for Jack Catterall. There can be no doubt on who won that round, in my opinion. through 4, 38-38, 2 rounds apiece. We got a battle here, boys and girls. What's up, 7 in the house? Lego boss, who you going with on this one? I said Josh Taylor when he was plus 260. I don't know that I want to bet that he wins. See, he's plus 255 right now. I would jump on it again. I think it's 2 rounds to 2. I'm not saying Taylor's going to win the fight, but if you're going to get 2.5 to 1 on one of these guys, when I think this is a very even fight, 2 rounds apiece, I think it's going to continue to be. Anytime you can get plus 250 on Taylor, do it. Triple jab from Catterall to start the 5th, and there's a left hook and another triple jab from Jack Catterall. He is continuing with the momentum he had in that last round. There's a great left hook upstairs from Catterall. Remember, Catterall had the lone knockdown of the last fight, and he is battering Taylor at will with the jabs to start this round. And Josh Taylor has got to adjust. He cannot continue to walk into these shots, and he walks into another jab. And look at the move. Oh, Catterall seems to be warmed up now. He is making these punches just miss by a fraction of inches here. And a couple of good jabs to the body there from Jack. Right uppercut upstairs. And a triple jab upstairs. 0 head movement right now from Josh Taylor. He lands a good one too, though, in a straight right. And, man, Jack Catterall, though, left uppercut, straight right. Oh, he is really coming on in the last 2 rounds. And there's a good one, too, from Taylor, as Catterall had owned the center of the ring for about the last 3 minutes of fight time. Good value bet. I agree. Adam, 38-38. Robot Wookie agrees. And there's that stupid... Sorry about the stupid camera focus again. Guys, I really got to... God. I thought I had figured that out during the week, and now it's not focusing on me great again. There we go. Okay, I think I may have just figured it out, guys. I had my sharpness way... Oh, what a left hook and a right uppercut from Catterall, and the right uppercut to the body. There's a 1-2, and Taylor almost goes through the ropes. That's a knockdown. That should be a knockdown, guys. Taylor was held up by the ropes. That should have been a knockdown for Jack Catterall. Let's go into the corner of Josh Taylor. Another big round for Jack Catterall. 48-47. Jack Catterall through 5. And it was the body shot that really hurt Josh Taylor, and Jack Catterall took advantage and went upstairs and hurt him with shots upstairs as well. Just a fantastic round from him. And look at this, Jack Catterall up in the corner, bouncing on his feet early. And here we go, Taylor and Catterall, round 6. Good right uppercut there from Taylor. And there's a good straight right. We'll see if he can adjust after 2 big rounds for Catterall. 2 good left hooks and a right hand there for Jack. And Josh Taylor's, he's got a lot of adjusting to do, in my opinion. Good left hook to the body for Taylor. Catterall just responding to everything that Josh does, and it's making it very difficult for Taylor. Good double jab there from Taylor. And Jack lands one back. Catterall is just such a good counterpuncher, and there's a good combination from Josh in the corner. Good left hook to the body for Josh. Good jab upstairs from Jack. Oh, and there's a solid right hand from Catterall. Josh seemed to have adjusted some after those first 2 rounds. Those last 2 rounds. Good left hook to the body from Taylor. And we're going to check in on the live odds. Have Josh Taylor now a plus 700. I don't know if Jack's going to win. I don't know who's going to win this fight, guys. But I think plus 700 is insane. Yes, please. I'd put $100 back down on Josh Taylor. Good right uppercut there from Taylor. Especially since he's fighting very well this round. There's a good jab upstairs from Catterall and 1 to the body. Oh, there's another straight jab. Stiff jab lands for Catterall. Josh has got to be busier than this. Good straight right there for Jack. Josh needs this round for the momentum right now. Oh, beautiful left hook from Catterall, followed by a straight right. And Josh started this round off well, but Jack has adjusted once again since. Close round. Good straight right and a left hook to the body from Josh Taylor. Another good straight right from Catterall. Remember, this is in the UK. Josh Taylor of Scotland. All 3 of these judges are UK judges, whatever that means to you. Good 1-2 and an uppercut from Catterall. Straight left and the right hook to the body. Jack Catterall closing this round off strong. And this is a big pivotal round, in my opinion. Josh Taylor could have tied it at 3-3 or gone down 4-2. Good right hook to the body from Taylor. And there's a right hand from Josh Taylor. Good 1-2 from Catterall. And in a very close round, I'm going to give that one to Jack Catterall. $58-56. Jack Catterall, still a lot of fight to go, but Josh Taylor's got to adjust now. He cannot continue to give up rounds like this. Josh Taylor just not fighting a championship level fight in these last 2 rounds, in my opinion. And Jack is. 58-56 Catterall. I agree, sir. All right. Oops. Round 7. Sorry, I'm a little late with the fight clock there. All right. So add about 10 seconds. Good double jab upstairs from Catterall. 1 to the body. There's a good straight right. Oh, nice left hook on the chin from Taylor. He's got to capitalize on that. There's another straight right and a right hook from Taylor. Straight right and a left hook to the body. Beautiful left hook from Josh Taylor. And he is off to a magnificent start in the 7th. There's the jab and the right hook. This is where he needs to be. On the inside, he needs to stay as long as he can. Good right hook there from Taylor. If you're Catterall, I would immediately tie up here. Catterall's been doing a great job of countering Taylor as he gets in from the outside. That mid-range and the outside is where Catterall wants to be. He does not want Taylor on the inside with him. Jab upstairs and a right hook to the body from Josh Taylor. And Taylor inside, getting inside that range once again. Great adjustments here to start the 7th. I was criticizing Taylor early for not making adjustments, but he appears to be in this 7th round, and he lands a beautiful right hook right there. Oh, and digging to the body. Good right hook combination to the body from Josh Taylor, and he looks like a different fighter in this 7th round. Still a lot of fight to go, though, halfway through the round. Can he keep up the tempo? And good right hand to the body, left hook from Josh Taylor. Catterall has consistently won the second half of a lot of these rounds, not just in this fight, but in the first fight. There's a good straight right from Catterall. Can Taylor keep him from turning the tables on him? Beautiful left hook to the body from Taylor, and a double right hook to the body, and that might have hurt Catterall. There's a straight right from Catterall in the corner, and they exchange power punches. Big hooks from both men, and there's a great right hook from Josh Taylor, and the combination right hook left hand from Taylor, and there's a 1-2 from Catterall. And we have a bloody battle, ladies and gentlemen. Great right hook there from Taylor, the straight right from Catterall. And a beautiful left hook to the body there from Josh Taylor. If this fight keeps going like this, when the history books are written in boxing for 2024, this could go down as one of the best bouts. Great right hook and a double jab from Taylor. And there's the right uppercut. And another right uppercut. Big left hook. Josh Taylor hurting Catterall in the corner. Another right hand. Catterall was reeling. Josh Taylor on the attack. And Catterall lands a beautiful right and left hook to the body. But a huge round from Josh Taylor. And man, did he need that. And let's go into the corner of Jack Catterall, because I'm sure they're going to have a lot to say after that round. Because he got absolutely steamrolled in the 7th. 68-67 Jack Catterall. But best round of the fight for either fighter, I believe, right there for Josh Taylor. That could end up being the most important round in this fight. Certainly seemed like a turning point, possibly for Josh Taylor. And look at that. The odds now just plus 210. What did I tell you? Plus 700. I said you're crazy if you don't take Josh Taylor at plus 700. Cat 67-66. Catterall got hurt. Agreed, sir. Yeah, 68-67. No worries. Oh, good left hook to the body there from Taylor. Good 1-2 from Catterall. We'll see if he can come back and adjust after that 7th round. Good jab there for Catterall. And Catterall made it taking the 7th round off. A lot of championship fighters, that is a common round to take off. Good right hook upstairs for Taylor. Great combination to the body for Catterall. And Taylor answers with a jab upstairs, right hook to the body. And there's another good straight right for Taylor. Beautiful combination for Catterall. What a right hook from Taylor. And Catterall comes back with a booming left hook of his own. Taylor's starting to land that lead right hook, though. It is his best weapon. And another right hand from the outside from Josh Taylor. Remember, plus 700 not long ago for Josh Taylor. The odds almost even right now. Just plus 110 for Josh Taylor. Good 1-2 there from Josh Taylor. Double jab and a right uppercut from Josh Taylor. And there's a left hook from Catterall. And he holds on. Josh Taylor taking over this fight in the second half. And there's a great left hook from Catterall. He is by no means out of this bout, but it is just crazy. You could have gotten plus 700 just a few moments ago on Josh Taylor. Good left hook to the body there from Taylor, and the right hook upstairs. And a pounding jab there from Taylor, and Catterall, His hands coming down. I think those body shots are starting to accumulate. There's a double jab from Taylor. Oh, and there's a beautiful left hook from Catterall out of the corner. He is nowhere near done. And the jab to the body from Jack. And we'll see if Jack gets his second win here. Oh, great left hand upstairs and the right hook to the body from Taylor. And there's a good double jab from Catterall as he flicks that out. Another good straight right for Taylor. Oh, left uppercut, right hand behind it, and a body shot for Catterall out of the corner. And they exchange jabs in the corner. Oh, what a beautiful combination from Taylor, but a beautiful left hook from Catterall upstairs and one to the body. Right hook to the body for Taylor. He barely misses that big overhand left. And a great round, but I got to give that one to Josh Taylor through 8, guys. I have it 4 rounds apiece. 77-77 going into the 9th. Adam Hurley says, wow, Josh. 4-3 Catterall, who won that round. I thought Josh Taylor won that round. What does everybody else think? We got a lot of great fans in here, though, that are really good at scoring fights besides just myself, including the Drunken Charge, Robert Kerrigan there, Billy Hughes, Adam from Allen, Phil D. Roll. These guys are all regulars that are really good at scoring these fights. Good right hook to the body there from Catterall. Left hook upstairs from Josh Taylor. And another big exchange in the middle of the ring. And there you go. Odds still close to even. Triple jab here from Catterall. There's a 4th here in the 9th, though. And this fight, almost even on odds again, as I mentioned, though, plus 700. Oh, good straight right there from Taylor. Double jab from Catterall. And the left hand behind it. Jack Catterall coming on here in the 9th. Another good one, 2 and a right hook to the body. Jack Catterall seems to be getting a second win here in the 9th. Can Taylor match it? Good right hook upstairs there from Taylor. And a good jab. There's a left hook from Taylor. And he ducks under that 1-2 from Catterall. Oh, brutal right hook to the body from Josh Taylor. And good jab from Catterall. He misses that 1-2. Taylor is going to duck under and tie up. Great 9th round so far. And there's a jab for Catterall. Taylor on the outside looking to get in. He's found out he fights a much better when he can get all the way in, not halfway out. And he's got Catterall up against the ropes, lands a good left hook to the body. And there's a double jab from Taylor. And Catterall seems to be slowing down. Oh, beautiful left hook to the body from Taylor. And there's the left uppercut from Josh. And Catterall comes back with a 4-punch combination and a triple jab. Just when you think he's getting tired, just when you think he's almost done, he comes back with something like that. Jack Catterall, truly an amazing super lightweight fighter. And there's the jab and the left hook to the body from Josh Taylor. Straight right to the body from Catterall. And good head movement there from Taylor, ducking under. See, that's how I can tell Catterall is slowing down, because Taylor was not dodging these shots earlier. Good right hook to the body, and now a left uppercut lands for Taylor. There's the left hook to the body from Josh Taylor. Good straight right there from Taylor. Oh, and what a combination from Catterall back. Looking to steal this round. There's a good right hook from Taylor. And I do think that was Josh Taylor's round, even though Catterall had a couple of great moments, a couple of great combinations. One there at the end. I don't think that was enough to win the round, though. I have Josh Taylor going ahead for the first time in this fight. 87-86, Josh Taylor. And let's go into the corner of Jack Catterall. There is no doubt that this fight is razor close, though. And just as the commentators there say, I did think, Taylor dominated the first couple of minutes. Catterall came back in the last minute. Wasn't enough on the judges' scorecards. Some historians will say the last minute of a round is important as the first 2 minutes because that's the last thing the judges see. I don't score that way, though. I score if you dominate 2 minutes of the round, unless there's a knockdown, most likely you won the round. Good jab to the body and a left hook upstairs from Josh Taylor to start the 10th. Oh, beautiful right uppercut and the right hook to the body there from Taylor and a 1-2. There's a 1-2 from Catterall coming out of the corner. Straight right to the body, lands there for Catterall. Does anybody have a punch stat? Punch stats for these guys? I have not seen them put up by ESPN so far. There's another good straight right upstairs and a combination in the body for Jack. And a good straight right there for Jack Catterall. Seems to be taking the momentum from that last minute of the 9th and carrying it into the 10th. And there's a jab and a left hook to the body for Taylor. And an important adjustment there from Taylor. When he missed, he immediately held on. Earlier in the fight and in the first fight, a lot of times when he missed there, he got caught in no man's land and he got countered. He learned. Good straight right there from Catterall and a good 1-2 from Jack. And once again, Catterall still a favorite in this fight, but Josh Taylor plus 185, Jack Catterall minus 235. Oh, good straight right and a left hook from Taylor. And there's a right hand from Josh Taylor. Remember, though, I said jump on this when Josh Taylor was a plus 700 underdog. I hope somebody listened to me. I wish I could have listened to me. I wish I could bet from here. Good straight right there from Taylor. Oh, and another jab lands for Taylor. Double jab back from Catterall and a jab to the body. Who wants it more at the end of this round? Good double jab there from Taylor. I do feel like Taylor's winning this round, but there's a double jab from Catterall. And one lands for Taylor. Oh, right hook to the body. Left uppercut from Josh Taylor. Sizzling combination there from him. And good exchange of power shots there in the corner. Taylor doing a much better job closing the distance late in this fight. Lands a great left hook there. And there's a right left hook to the body combination from Josh Taylor. And great exchange towards the bell. Both guys landing power shots upstairs and to the body. I believe Josh Taylor getting the better of that exchange, though, and the better of the round. Catterall could have taken that round. We'll see. It was close, but I gave it to Taylor. 97-95. Taylor, says Robert. That's how I scored it, brother. All right, let's go into the corner. Yeah, there's a lot of close rounds here, without a doubt. But this is the biggest lead I've had for Josh Taylor so far. 97-95, Josh Taylor. Remember, as we mentioned, this is in England. Jack Catterall, the English fighter. I'm not saying about it. Don't get mad at me, UK fans. but all three judges are English. So if you're betting, I think you got to throw that into the equation. All right, here we go. Taylor Catterall. And especially, you know, the bad blood that there was about Josh Taylor winning the first fight. Good job there from Catterall. A lot of people would like to see a third. Oh, good right hook upstairs there for Taylor. Catterall ducks under the left hand, lands a straight right of his own. Good jab there from Taylor from the outside. A left hook to the body from Josh Taylor. And snaps Catterall's head back with a straight right. Another right hook to the body. This is Taylor's two-time working with his coach. I would say he's improved. I agree. Catterall looks really tired. Yeah, I think he's adjusting here well, and he seems to have a superior cardio. Triple jab here for Catterall, though. You can never count him out. This guy, Jack Catterall's got so much heart. Beautiful left hook to the body from Taylor. And Catterall clinches. If you're either one of these guys in these corners, you guys tell these guys you don't have any rounds to give up. Good right hook to the body from Taylor. Double jab lands for Catterall, though. You have no idea how some of these rounds are being judged. I would just tell my fighter, look, you need to win every freaking round. Good right hand there from Taylor upstairs. Good right hook to the body from Catterall. There's a beautiful left hook to the body from Taylor. And a warning. Warnings to both fighters for punching to the back of the head. Oh, what a left hook from Catterall. Taylor's hurt. There's a double jab and another left hook upstairs and a left hook to the body. Taylor is hurt badly. And he holds on and they go over in the corner. Remember, Catterall had one knockdown in the first fight. That is not going to be considered a knockdown yet, but Taylor is hurt, and I believe Catterall knows it. 1 minute left in the 11th. Good straight right there from Catterall, and there's a double jab there from Catterall. Taylor doing a good job holding on. Smart move. He knows he's hurt. Jack Taylor plus 125. Jack Catterall minus 160 at the moment. And there's a good straight right from Jack. Oh, what a left hook upstairs from Jack Catterall. After I thought he lost 2 rounds in a row, comes back with a dominant 11th round where he hurt Josh Taylor early, continued to do great work. Taylor just kind of surviving here in the 11th. Taylor missing almost all of these shots right now. There's a good one, too, from Catterall. Catterall maybe could have taken him out if he wasn't so tired. He took a moment to rest there, too. Oh, don't be sick. Come on. Ref give Catterall a breather. They already... Nah, that was... both guys maybe needed a breather there. But a great shot there from Catterall in the 11th. .106, 105 through 11. A razor thin fight here in this rematch. Man, we might end up with a trilogy. No matter who gets this, I hope we end up with a trilogy. .12th and final, will Josh Taylor be able to recover quick enough to have a chance at winning this 12th round? And at least on my scorecard, I don't like draws, but on my scorecard, if Catterall wins this round, it's a draw. A good double jab there from Catterall. Should be 106, 105, I thought. Am I doing math funny here? Good right hook to the body there from Taylor. And there's a double jab from Josh Taylor. Jab and a left uppercut from Taylor. 2 good left hooks to the body from Catterall as they tie up. And there's a good straight right to the body from Taylor. Catterall answers. Oh, left hook, right hand behind it for Taylor, and a right hook to the body. Can Taylor build on this? There's a good straight right from Catterall. 2 minutes left in this fight. Odds. Josh Taylor back to a plus 650. Catterall minus 1100. Wow. Oh, good one too there from Josh Taylor in the corner. Close fight. Oh, what a right uppercut to the body from Taylor. Halfway through the 12th. And there's a left hook upstairs for Taylor. Oh, what a combination of the body and a 4-punch combination upstairs for Jack Catterall. Who wants it more? There's the double jab from Taylor. And now Taylor digging to the body with the right hook. There's a left hook to the body from Josh Taylor. Just over a minute left in this fight. And it is a close one, guys. Good straight right to the upstairs and a left uppercut from Josh Taylor. Taylor seems to have the more gas. Lands a straight right to the body. He's got Catterall in the corner. Misses a right uppercut. Great head movement by Catterall, but he eats a right hand upstairs. And Catterall holding on. He is exhausted. Jack Catterall's cardio failing him here. Oh, what a left uppercut and a combination from Catterall right as I say that. This man has heart in bunches. Good right uppercut there from Taylor. And a double jab from Taylor. Straight right gets through for Catterall as well. Good right hook to the body from Taylor. 1-2 from Catterall and another hold. What a close round here. Who wants it more? Oh, right hook to the body for Taylor. And there's another triple right hook to the body for Taylor. And straight right left hook. Oh, what an uppercut for Catterall at the bell. Oh my goodness, what a fight. All right, I gave that one to Josh Taylor. 116, 114, Josh Taylor. Many close rounds in this fight, though. Wow. Just an incredible battle by both of these warriors. Catterall could give up one more round than I've given him. 106, 106. Definitely could be 106, 106. Oh, the third two, I see. Oh, no. I had it 116, 114. Is it 116, 115? Did I do my math wrong? So you have it for Catterall. I have it for Taylor. I would not be surprised with a split decision. I couldn't be real upset with this fight going either way, as long as the judges have it close. As long as they don't have it, like a 120, 108 for someone. I think I would be happy. I think my math might be off, but I have Catterall winning. All right, fair. Fair, Robert. I had whoever won that last. If you give Catterall the last round, I believe would have had it a draw. Giving it to Taylor. I have Taylor winning by 2, but there's so many close rounds in this. And me and Robert rarely disagree on rounds, but just, man, so many close rounds there. This could really go either way. I just hope we get good, fair judging here. I have Catterall the last 2 rounds. Well, if you gave Catterall the last 2 rounds, he should win. I have Taylor by 1 round, but it could go either way. Well, I have it 7 rounds to 5. Because you can't really win by 1 unless you have a 10-10 round in there. All right, here we go. $117, $111. Well, there you go. So, wow, 117, 111 is ridiculous. I don't have a problem with Jack Catterall winning that fight. 117, 111 is ridiculous. I would like to see the punch stats on this. It might sway my decision a little bit on this one. Yeah, 117, 111. Obviously, we weren't watching the same fight as those two judges. That's ridiculous. No issues with Jack Catterall winning this fight. 117, 111 seems pretty ridiculous, though. Can we get some punch stats here? I still have not seen punch stats here. Josh Taylor, I would imagine, would call for a rematch. I would love to see the trilogy. Let's not see it with three judges from the same country, though, from the home country. That nothing against the UK. Catterall definitely could have won that fight, but he didn't win at 117, 111. I would argue with anyone that saw that fight 117, 111. That's just ridiculous. All right, we'll get some interviews with the winner and loser. I'm a little more interested, to be honest, to see what Josh Taylor has to say about this, if he has anything to say at all. All right, I know Jack Catterall's. I'm happy for him. You know what? He probably won the first fight. He got robbed. He got his revenge today.
You know what? It's bittersweet tonight. No world titles. I won the fight. We can close that chapter with Josh Taylor.
No. I say you have a third fight.
It certainly was. What do you believe won you the fight through 36 minutes tonight, Jack?
Listen, I believe I won the fight. I took more risks this time. Josh is an elite operator, undisputed world champion. We knew he was
Jack Catterall moves to 29-1. Incredible record. 117, 111 is unacceptable. We were all on the same page. Yes. Punch stats can trick people. Flows of punches are more important. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Jeremiah.
It was a fight of two halves.
Yeah, it was a fight of two halves, but I still believe the second half of the fight, the rounds that I won clearly. I wasn't taking punishment. I had a few little niggles in there, but I overcome that tonight.
When the scorecards were being read out, it would only be natural for you to have some nostalgia back to that night in Glasgow. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I turned around to Ed and I felt that feeling last time. This time it went a lot quicker, it was more conclusive. There was a long wait last time, but I knew I'd done it.
Josh said heading into the fight tonight that he felt as good as he'd ever felt, and there were no excuses. So what does that say about where Jack Catterall belongs on the world stage right now?
Yeah, big fights, and you know, we're out respect to Josh. He had his extra weeks, and we wanted Josh at his best, and that's what we got.
Well, I do have to ask you.
You know what? I said to Josh after the fight, there's been a lot of back and forth and a lot of strong words said over the last 2 years. None of it's personal, and we've shown 24 rounds together, so respect to Josh as well.
Would you do it again?
Over to Ed.
Well, let's bring in promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie, firstly, what an incredible atmosphere. British boxing.
All right, we're bringing Eddie Hearn, the promoter. He's gonna have. It's probably gonna be his decision. This is fun. I look forward to this many times in the future. Hell yes, Jeremiah. Glad to have you, my brother.
The winner was bang on. Jack Catterall won that fight. He closed the show beautifully. He dominated the first 6 rounds. And I'm sorry, boys. Listen, I'll tell you what. I love Scotland, but justice was served tonight. That's for sure. 2 years ago, this man should have been the undisputed world champion. And it doesn't matter because tonight he wins. But he should have the belts around his waist. That was a brilliant fight. You know, you heard Joe McInally say earlier in the week.
Okay, it's a risk you take. Damn.
Those scores were ridiculous.
Agreed. And You know what? Some credit to Bob Arum for doing that in front of a crowd that he knew he was going to get nothing but boos, too. I don't often agree with Bob Arum. I agree with him tonight.
It was a great fight. Fair play to Jack. He watched a better fight tonight. It was a better fight than the first fight.
Hey, what's up? And Robert Kerrigan, the Drunken Charge, calling in. What's up, Robert?
You hearing Bob Arum going off right now?
Oh, dude, yeah. I totally agree with him, man.
Oh, he's pissed. He said, I'm not going to let none of my fighters ever fight here again.
Man, I don't have an issue with giving that fight to Jack Catterall, which I think you actually gave it to Jack, right?
I did, yeah.
But just not...
By 1 round.
Yeah, not by 117, 111, especially on 2 cards. That was just absolutely ridiculous.
They're saying he won 3 rounds out of the 12. That's crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, absolutely insane. If you want to give Catterall the fight, I mean, that last round, I was very close. I was like, man, it was very close to who I was going to give it to. I kind of decided that in like the last 20 seconds of the round. It was so close. Too. So, you know, and I would have been okay with a draw, to be honest, in this one, even though I hate draws.
Just boxing, their judging is just a disgrace. It's just...
Yeah. And,
you know, like...
you know, I'm not trying to have an ego here.
I don't want to bet. Like, that's why I don't bet on the sport.
Yeah, and I felt bad for Jeremiah. Dude, you were robbed. I'm sorry that you lost that bet, man. I mean, yeah, Jack Catterall might have won the fight, but it was very, very close. You could, watching the live odds, you could tell that they were baking in the fact that there was 3 UK judges, and that's not acceptable to me.
Well, I just felt that ref stoppage too is like in favor of Catterall. Like he was getting tired and he wanted to give him a break. So
yeah,
like,
that was. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. That was.
He's all quit hitting in the back, you guys. You know, but like.
Yeah, and they were warning both of them. That was a strange stoppage. You're right. I don't know why you would stop him for so long if you're warning both of them.
And he just kept talking to him like, "All right, you warned him, let him go." But no, you kept looking at both of them, looking at the other one, looking at the other one, looking at the other one. I'm like, oh, really? They're milking this break.
Yeah, I'd like to go back and watch that stoppage and time how long it was too. To be honest.
Yeah, because I've seen people get hit in the back of the head and they stop the fight, but it's not for. It seemed like it was like 10, 15 second break.
Well, and was there a lot of hitting in the back of the head? I don't even remember seeing it.
It was
honest.
One punch in the back of the back, not even the back of the head.
Yeah,
it was in the back of the back.
Yeah, that should not have happened. I think they should.
And also Catterall turned his back, so that's why Taylor hit him in the back. He turned at the last minute. It wasn't intentional. And
you're not allowed to turn your back. When you turn your back, it's actually supposed to be a knockdown, technically, and you can disqualify a fighter for turning their back.
Yeah, well, that's how UFC is too. Like I've seen fights stop when dudes turn their back and start running.
Yeah,
like you can't do that. That's not defending yourself.
Yeah, but I know, and I know you know them too, the WBC unified rules. Like, it states you cannot turn your back. That can be counted as a knockdown or...
Defend yourself at all times.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
I hope we see a third one.
Well, Catterall's saying he don't want it. He said this thing's done. This story's over.
He said that, and then he said, let's turn it over. And then when they said, are you open to another fight? He said, let's turn it over to Eddie Hearn. So, it depends on how much money they offer him. You know, I'm sure. And
that's true.
I think there's going to be a lot of demand for a third fight. I'd like to see it. Not in England with 3 UK judges, not in Scotland with 3 Scottish judges.
There should never be 3 of the same judges from the same country, ever.
No, and I liked the way they did it with Usyk and Fury. You seen how close that was on the scorecards. I have no issues with those scorecards. And each judge was from a different country. None of them were from England or Ukraine.
That's how it should be.
Or Russia, you know.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, I think it was U.S., Canada. I don't remember what the third judge was. It might have been France. But yeah, there were no hometown judges. You see ESPN's top 10 junior welterweight rankings. Teofimo Lopez, of course, up at the top. Ryan Garcia at number 2. That's going to change.
He belongs tonight with
Josh Taylor at 7, Jack Catterall at 5. Obviously, Jack's probably going to stay at 5. He's not going to move up from 5. Taylor probably going to move down from 7. So it'll be interesting. Well, Bates and McCann, 117, 111. So those two judges, I don't want to see you guys again.
No.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's call, and I just wanted to give my opinion on that.
All right, thanks for calling in. Drunk in Charge, Robert Kerrigan. Hey, have a happy Memorial Day, man.
All right, everyone, you too.
All right, later. Draw would have been fair. Thank you, brother. Have it in Vegas. Yes, Vegas would be great. Aaron was Foreman's manager during his comeback, so he gets credit for that from me. I know a lot of people, like, they're not the hugest Bob Arum fans, but Bob Arum, I thought, did a lot to turn boxing in the right direction after Don King had taken it in the wrong direction. He was a guy that came out and said, hey, the promoter's not worth more than 10 or 15%. And he's built a lot of great fights over the year. And for him to come out tonight, I know he's talking for his guy, for Josh Taylor. I understand that. But he comes out in front of this crowd when he knew he was going to get booed, and he says, hey, 117, 111 is unfair. I thought Josh Taylor won the fight, he said. Like I mentioned, I scored it for Josh Taylor too, but, you know, just like by a margin of error. No issue with Jack Catterall getting the decision there, but it is, you know...
No, man, it just depends on, again, his health.
It's the margin of the decision. He definitely did. I don't have a problem with him. Yeah, and absolutely nothing against Jack Catterall. Like I said, he likely won the fight. Very close fight. 117, 111. I really don't think he won it by that wide a margin. I think that's ridiculous. But let's go on to a third. You know, like Jeremiah said, let's do it in Vegas. Let's have a big fight with these guys in Vegas. Let's make a big card on ESPN, something. We don't get a lot of great trilogy fights. And even though we've had 2 controversial decisions in the first 2 fights, I feel like this is one that deserves a trilogy. Hey, what's up, Planet Bob? Good to see you, my man. Hey, doing great, man. Happy Memorial Day, by the way. It's an info to hate Arum. I call it the Ben Affleck effect. Yeah, it's easy to vote. It's easy to hate on an 80-year-old white guy that's a boxing promoter. It's like, yeah, there's not much cooler than that. Big fights next week, though. Or no, 2 weeks from today, June 8th for boxing. Next week, the UFC will be back. Let's look at that UFC card real quick. Hopefully those that tune in for the boxing fan are also into some UFC. Because we got another pay-per-view coming up. UFC 302, Makhachev and Poirier. I'm surprised the amount of people that are starting to say they think this is Dustin Poirier's time. I don't know if it is, but I would be happy for him. It's been a long, long road for him. So ESPN again, 8 o'clock in the morning, Zayas Teixeira. Zayas versus Teixeira and Carrington versus Vivas. All right. Next week, Mickey Gall getting back in there. Fun guy to watch always against Basil Hafez. Nico Price and Alex Moreno. Oh, man, that should be an exciting bout. I wish they had the odds up here. I might have to go to DraftKings to get some odds because I want to bet Nico in this fight. Phil Rowe and Jake Matthews, that's a good bout. Grant Dawson, Joe Selecki. Cesar Almeida and Roman Kopylov, that's another great fight. Randy Brown, starting the main card. Randy Brown, Zaleski's Dos Santos, Halton Almeida. returning against Alexander Romanov. That's a fun fight. Kevin Holland versus Mikhail Alekshik. That should be a fun fight. Sean Strickland and Paulo Costa. What about this co-main event? And there is some bad blood there as well. Always some bad blood with Sean, but often. And Paulo Costa, dude, is ripped as hell, and he's hilarious if you follow him on Instagram. Look at these odds. Plus 360 for Dustin Poirier. Minus 470 for Islam. I don't think those are bad odds. I don't think the odds makers did a bad job there. But let's go to the UFC. And let's look at odds for this card. What's up, Panhead Bob? Yes, cheers. Let's go through this card. And let me know if you guys are going to make any bets. Anything jumps out at you. I don't know a lot about this Basil Hafez guy. Plus 298 against Mickey Gall, but this is what I like. Nico Price. I actually like him in this fight against Alex Moreno. Not just because of the odds. I just think stylistically this is a great fight for him. I think Nico Price should win this fight. And another underdog one, Phil Rowe. I think Phil Rowe should easily beat Jake Matthews. So there's, I actually have 2 underdog picks right out of the gate. Cesar Almeida, Roman Kopylov. I'd probably go with the slight favorite of Kopylov, but that should be a good fight. Grant Dawson, Joe Selecki. Like, I don't know if it's worth, I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze, putting up minus 355 to win 100 on Grant Dawson. But I think he definitely should win that fight. Randy Downtown Brown. I like him as the favorite against Zalikis Dos Santos. I think he'll win that fight. Same thing, favorite here on Halton Almeida, Alexander Romanov. I don't bet on Kelvin Holland fights generally because this guy is so unpredictable. But should be a fun fight against Alekshik. Sean Strickland, Paulo Costa. A lot of things could happen there. Who knows if Costa even shows up. He's had some weird situations lately, but I like Strickland in that fight. And then the main event, as I mentioned, Makhachev, Poirier. I like Makhachev, but I'm not willing to put down 575 to 100. This would be my bet. If I'm going to do a parlay, which I generally don't very often, but let's take Nico and Rowe. Oh my goodness, that's going to get us 608. Let's say maybe put $200 down on this to win $1,416. I really fucking like this parlay, guys. I really like this parlay. What happens when we put Grant Dawson on there? Is it worth another 200? Possibly. I very rarely put up a 3-fight parlay, but at minus 807, $200 becomes $1,814. Guys, this might have to be my parlay this week. I really, really like these 3 guys. Plus 807, and adding a minus 355 is not generally worth the squeeze, but when you go from plus 6 to plus 8, God, that's kind of worth it for me. I think that's what I'm going with, guys. I think I'm gonna throw down, even throw down 100. Even if I bet on some other fights, maybe I'll throw down 100, but that's a payout of $900. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I like that parlay. I like that one a lot, honestly. All right, for picks, you guys picked Josh Taylor, so that one's going to go. We're going to go to 19 and 12 on our picks. Still well in the 500 range, well above 500. It's a busy weekend here. Come inside to take a break. Hit that like. See what's up with the fights today. Yeah, some good fights earlier, man. Unfortunately, also the Mariners lost 3-1. I know somebody said there was a Seattle fan in here. I think Jeremiah, you're from Seattle, right? Mariners tomorrow. What do they play tomorrow? I think they play at like 1:05. No, 10:35 in the morning tomorrow. All right, so Mike's Sports Experience. Let's maybe head over there tomorrow at 10:35. I think we got an early baseball game tomorrow. Let's do it. Me, sweet. I bet. Nice. All right, let me put that up one more time here then for everybody, Jeremiah. We'll put up our alternate channel. Or my second channel, anyways. All right, appreciate a subscription over there to anybody who is not subscribed. And hope to see you guys tomorrow. Anybody else that wants to talk about boxing, you can call in, or anything, MMA, anything else going on. 425-791-8730 is the number. Apparently there's some more top-ranked boxing going on ESPN right now. So it's great. You'll see me from now on. Great stream. Thanks, Mike. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Hope to see you soon. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this one. It was a fun night of fights. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.